I'm on, let me see. I'm on just regular now. So, whatever that's supposed to mean. Yeah. This one is without the software. By the way, I went ahead and bought the um, microphone. Yep, it's on its way. It'll be here like within a week. Yeah, it's a pretty good microphone too. Yeah, it'll be nice. Mhm. Hi, I'm Ethan. A pleasure. Good evening. Hi. Yes, such beautiful, right? Mhm. Okay. Oh, wow. Got you. Please do. Okay. Got it. Okay. Okay. Right. Got it. So we got see what we have here. The guy says that um have sense. It will happen, but it's something I believe that's gonna happen in the new year in 2025 though, when it happens. But they're not gonna stay together forever. In fact, the reading opens up with now, I don't know how they feel about each other. I'm imagine because I'm reading her vibration, and she gives me this marital, like we're living together, so we're practically married bit. So she's like in her mind, maybe not on paper, but in her mind. And it says that that is going to be something that actually becomes dismantled, but it's going to be in 2025. And they also, this is where you come in at. Well, what about you? Well, I have a feeling that it's because of this connection that he still has over you. It's like it's presiding over this connection over the relationship, and the dynamics is all over the place. But he's still very much bonded, more or less trying to stay in some kind of in reach, in contact. It's like as long as he can reach you, as long as that connection can happen, it happens, is what I see. So there is a connection. It's just the quality, and then what do you, when they say reconnecting and connection, like in what way do you actually mean, right? You ask so that's the third part of the question is, can will he come out of that finally, right? And be here with between words, just you and him. And the answer is it does happen, as what I would say, and this is the kind of like the garden in which it happened from. Like every how works, it's going to happen in a what do you call it? Like an order here. Oh, let's go to the timing. Let me correct. I forgot. I don't want to forget the calendar. I know it's 2025, but I want to know when to be exact. Because I know that the story hasn't even really started. Yeah, because it won't really become apparent that that they're really not for each other, not until the turn of the year. So that's about 3 weeks from now, I guess, or roughly or 2 weeks and a half or something like that. Okay, so he shows up first. Okay, a lot's on his mind, heart, and okay, in communication, he's trying to decide between like where you fit in his life, but he also is bound by an agreement. Like they have an agreement, and I think that uh, she will rely on that agreement. Kind of like, well, place to live, contract or agreement, money, live in person. You said they're living in together. That's what binds them. I'm getting a lot of this element that talks about like May. Oh yes, 'cause she's gonna be a tough one. She's not gonna just want to exit. Like this is gonna it will earliest time that conversations is gonna happen is February, but February then I saw March, April, late April, late April, that's when the breakup happens. Like one that where they say completely out of his system. Yeah, it's a little ways out, but that's the timing it's gonna happen though. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. Oh, I see. In April, in a late April, because okay, so they start, as you would say, letting those feelings not be made known. Like, oh my gosh, this is the way I feel. I'm mad. Like, why are we not working? Why are we not clicking? Because this energy, like this year, they're supposed to click if they are. Like, I get the sense that he will gravitate towards you, and that's going to be a problem for them. That's going to be a problem at that time, as he's gravitating to you, as you would say, initiating, communicating with you, pretty much um, keeps him from being in with connecting to her in real time. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, I understand. I also messaged too. I figured out how to do it, so I'll be able to get some information to you as well. But I'll wait for you though. Oh my gosh, these particularly these clients are such a darling. They were keeping me from these clients. Ooh, boy, the old industries of America were like. I remember being in a very particular situation where like, oh, they're like, this one's yours. I'm like, okay, something's off. Yeah, now I get to work with them. Oh wow, universe, take it and make something of it. That's what universe does. Take something, universe of it, makes it beautiful. Okay. Anyway, I love these clients. These clients are adorable. And I would get these clients, but then they would get taken away from me. Like they'd be guided away from me. Kind of like you all who have like big contracts and then a company swoops in on them and you were doing really well and they really liked you and they were like, oh, I want to work with them. It's like, oh, don't worry, it'll be fine. We switched them out. And they make up all kind of excuses and kind of wiggle you out, wiggle the contract literally out of your hands. That the person who signed it wanted that with you particularly. I told them that I want to work with you. I don't know what their deal, but they said that you were gone. That yeah, that's what happened to me, but in a psychic way, in the psychic industry. Years ago, years ago. Now I get to work with them, no restraints. She would call me back one time. So got to talk about. Welcome, Cindy. Ah, Cindy. Hmm. Mm, yes. Hmm. Beautiful. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Got it. Got it. Okay. Well, let's just take a look and see what we gather here. So, what I guess says is this: He will. I do see in his new adventure. So, I mean, clearly you're on the right path, and you know it. I don't. That's not the question. So, I do sense that it's going to take him. I believe that must be the timing while, in the meanwhile, he is communicating with you leading up to the time that they dissolve. Like we know that it's mid-April. So I believe that's what these conversations are going to be about. Him making honestly that type of a move, that level of like that life, cause spending time with you, not with her, moving life with you, not instead of with her, this kind of vibrations. So I want to say yes. I mean, it will happen. And this must actually be how the two of you become, because they describe you two as being together. You have all the symbols that I look for 2025. But I also recognize this, that the entire 2025 is the deepening of that connection, and such as like him preparing for a move such as like that, right? Him picking up and to come join you, for example, is one of the elements. And he and you do share that in with each other rather as opposed to the two of them. So it is. He recognizes that this is a better situation actually for him to, as you would say, moving back to, New York. I mean, uh, where you are. My apologies. Right. But DC, right. Mhm. Boston. Mhm. He will, 'cause, oh boy, remember the agreement that I thought that we were talking about, the structures, that is where she's got him. That's where she got him. And he's kind of what they call it. He's kind of conscionable. He's like, well, I can't just dodge her on. I can't be dodgy. Like he's gonna like exit the right way, and he will have to, as you say, either compensate or create a way where she can take, be taking care of herself. Specifically, the home. It's about the home, the structure, having a place to stay, and all that. That's where she has where they're tangled up at. Invested. They're invested in this space. Yes. Yeah. Indeed. Indeed. You'll get a message from me, a few paragraphs, because I have more to share with you before then, too. And I can't wait to talk in 2 weeks. It's a pleasure meeting you. It's indeed. Yeah. Okay, babe. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love him. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Sorry, everybody. I'm back. Okay, what are you all saying? Some laughing. Hello, hello. All of that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I love you, love you, love you so, so much. Thank you for uh, coming in and just saying hi. I ordered a microphone from Amazon. I hope it's gonna do better with the sound. I don't know, I was being a little bit spendy, and I get that way whenever, like, because I don't have like a book. I don't have like a big old textbook from the university telling me step by step and all. No, I have to like I know how to like do it basically it's like make a mess. I do it the fire sign way. I'm a fire sign, so I do it the fire sign way. So I started throwing money at it, and I was like, then I like looked to see if it looks and sounds, and that's the sound. I was like, whoa! I like the visual, but the sound, oh my gosh! Like I should be thanking you all for coming in more often, like because I wasn't impressed with the sound. Because I have gone live just kind of like how people just they go on forums and you can like turn on your webcam, and I know I'm used to like sounding really nice, and I always like this was in the era when they said, oh man, I'm hearing echo back. You got to like 15 minutes of that before they get to the conversation. They say, yeah, man, plug, and you're telling everybody, get headset, get your headphones. Old people telling, get your headset, get a headset. You're echoing back, man. For like 15. Yeah, I come from. Yeah, we had to deal with that. So I learned to. So I would get this the gaming headsets, and it would have the little. That was my makeshift way, and it had like the little microphone, and it was perfect. I would kind of set it off to the side, and then it would be all colorful. And like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It would be nice, crystal. wonderful HD. That's the only word I know. HD, video quality and high and great sound, high def sound. So I like the visual. I don't like the sound, so I ordered a. Thank you, my new job. Thank you. That's where it's going. That's where this wonderful tithe money is going into. Yes, getting a microphone because they get the visual too, and they get the same. I don't know if it looks sounds differently when I interviewed with them using this format, but yeah, I'm adding a microphone. Oh, and hold on 1 second. There, I can add a little. I can add a light. Got my little light going on here. Got a little blue light aura going. Now I just need my microphone. It's a pretty microphone. It's like white. I think it does little colors. Yeah, this is the first time me actually getting a microphone at this caliber. Of course, specifically, I was looking for noise cancellation, and I made sure that I typed in live streaming podcast in particular. So yeah, it should be better. Wow, I just got in here already. 57 views. Wow, you guys are spotting me out quick. And also looked, and I saw 9 viewers in here. I was working. I would be working, of course. So, uh, my gosh. Yeah, I was running some tests to see what I needed. So, wow, y'all like flocked. Y'all like saying, okay, so what am I going to be doing? Like, what am I after? And my average duration is up. Yeah, my retention, I mean. The average duration that people are spending in here and the duration is going up. Ooh, thank you. Okay, so, oh my gosh, what am I talking about? Um, oh yeah. Uh, we wanted to talk about the South and North Korea presidency. I mean, I'm not gonna, I'm not. This is not a what you say like go into depth about the inner workings of their, you know. I'm trying to understand my own, but this is just talking about ranging from my psychic predictions and the metaphysical. Because I'm very cognizant. So, for example, I knew that. Uh, Beyond just working with Putin, there are greater aims that Kim Jong Un has. I believe they refer to him as like the ultimate. What's his title? Something like the ultimate. In ancient times, he would just straight up be called. Wouldn't he just be called a god king? Let me see. Brendan. Okay, yes. Okay. Okay, let me see. Something like the supreme leader. He's the supreme. hmm The supreme leader. So, yeah. Okay, so that's his title, the supreme leader. And okay, so we got him. So we're going to talk about him, and then we need to find out uh, the other one. Okay. And his name is Yoon Suk Yeol, and he's the president who everybody kind of frustrated with. Yeah, he's not going to be impeached. Okay, so he did a martial law, and they're like, what? And I think it was because they got a little spooked because North Korea is in movement. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, North Korea, Kim Jong Un and his military are, like they're flexing a little bit. And then, he goes over there with Putin and, I always use the analogy, he kind of goes up to the peak and he's kind of looking over, he's turning over to Putin saying, hey, you think we're ready? You think we could try it? Because they want to kind of make a play for, they're trying to see, how strong their abilities are. To test their abilities, get some experience points, things like that. Stretch a little, build up a little tension in the muscle. One second. Welcome. It's a pleasure. Hi, I'm the. Mhm. Right? Okay. Okay. Bill, let's take a look and see what's going on in his mind. Um, it's a pleasure meeting you today, Cindy. So what I can see is this. He's thinking that he is in a space of, oh, he's a bit dreamy eyed. Oh boy, he's like, I'm not changing. Like he's very what they call it, set in stone. Like I'm not changing who I'm not changing. Like he likes to stay exactly where he's at. This is about retaining, his ideas. I believe his, personally, he just believes that he's gonna stay, always be who he is. Like I'm not like not wanting to. Very difficult to get to shift and be open and maybe make some few adjustments as we even do as we adults, even if we stay somewhat the same, we try to get better. He's like he's protecting that. Like he wants to hold on to the old ways. His old ways is what I see. What he's thinking is he's being stubborn. I'm just describing a man, an older man, mature man, who's being stubborn. He's being stubborn. He's not exercising all of his choices because he is closing off his mind, so to speak. But the shadow work, now you said, well, go a little deeper, if I may. I think he is more worried about like how, like, he believes that this is a pivotal moment, like his life has shifted. Like this decision to be out of his life is set his life on a different course, if that makes sense, long term. So this is like, I now, what do I do with the rest of my life? Now in his mind, he's like, I've got a long life. I got to figure out what to do next. And so it's complicated because guess what? I don't think he was ready to work with this question. What do I do with myself now as I am? And I'm not open for much change. But so what am I willing to do for now? So that's where he's at. So he's kind of settling in. I don't really see him doing much in the love area, not yet, but he will. Like in terms of relationships, it's going to take him 3 months for him to figure out what he wants out of a partnership, I believe. 3 months is what I gather. Bill. Mm. Well, I get the sense that he's going to hold tight to his ideas of where he wants his own preconceived ideas. I think that he's not looking for any one type of special, like a special settling down relationship. I think he's going to not settle down. I think that that's going to be irrelevant to you. I don't think there'll be any relevance for you to bring him back in with him not wanting to offer you more than just as is. You're wanting more. You want more from him, and he's not open to giving that with anyone. And that's why 3 months out, he'll begin to, what'd you say, kind of see people again, date again, things like that. But settling down, they said not really. Settling down means just, as they say, right now, I'm just settling into a relationship, meaning I'm settling for whatever I can get out of it. We may not live together, we may not even live in the same area, things like that. We may not eat together all the time, that kind of thing. It's going to be like just a regular, well, we meet up when we can, and that's fine for us. It's not going to be anything like you want it. Okay. Right. Mm. Mm-hmm. Indeed. He misses the old way of living. The old way of living, the life he's always known with you. Oh my gosh. Said he is missing you because of this. He's missing you because he's missing the life that he's known. He's set in stone, but set in the ways that you've always offered him stability for real, sure for sure. Mm-hmm. So yes, he does miss that. That's the part you would say he may have expected too much or much less than what was deserving of that relationship. Mm, okay. Mm, right. Okay. In real time, I have a feeling that he's gonna be kind of like have this strange energy about him that he hasn't figured out, like a yes or a no, like a definite with what he wants. That's firstly, and memories. You're gonna find that he's caught up in the memories. Yeah, he's in a loop with you, like always thinking about what he and you had over romantic. Like, hey, it was always good, wasn't it? Always had a great time. Like referencing the past a lot. Mm, mm-hmm. Yeah, and not okay. He's scared of rejection. Like scared that you might say something, like something that is bad about the past would be hurtful, like so rejection. So he'll always keep the subject lighthearted and kind of, up and up. Oh my gosh. Woo. Okay. Oh, you want some more of this good reading? I got plenty. I'm coming out of my 3 day. I'm coming out like a. I'm coming out like I'm coming out of the, what do you call it? Coming out of the pikes. Like a gazelle. My little feet. Okay. Wow, look. Okay, so I've got yes, the minutes are going up. Great. The views are going up. Great. You're coming to visit. Wow. Thank you. Oh my gosh, what a this gift. Well, thank you so much for just dropping in. Don't worry, I'm getting a microphone. The audio quality should improve. It's going to be a week from now, and I'm going to probably most likely go live because I'm in a position where I can invest in my channel, and that's why you're able to find me a little bit better. So I do, I'm very happy with that. I'm able to do a little something different with the channel, and yeah, I'm gonna continue to do this. I'm so happy that people are also having a fabulous, continue to have a fantastic um, wrapping up. I know that this is the holidays. It's going to get better. Wow, we're like literally 28 minutes in. 28, literally. Like, or 30, close to 30 minutes in, already 61 views. And I've had so many visitors today. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you for visiting. Yes, I got my microphone. It's a nice one, I believe. So it's on its way from Amazon, and I'm definitely going to like do an opening right in front of you, let you all see where the money went to, and try to like compare, maybe I was thinking in my head, I'm already thinking in my head, like doing side by side, like here with a video with me talking without using the microphone and with me using the microphone, like, and kind of like, here's A, and here's B, which one sounds better, which one is better? Hopefully it'll be the microphone because yeah, I dropped, I mean, I did it faithfully. I, I, I got that, I've got that microphone faithfully. Yeah. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, to be fair, I'm kind of an overspill. I'm too honest. So it's an expensive microphone, and it would have been like triple the amount, but I became a prime member, and so yeah. So literally, they took off like 2/3 of the cost. But it's still the really great. It's still a microphone, and it was going to cost me a pretty penny. I think it was more, maybe more than shipping that I was paying. Kind of like when you DoorDash, like yeah, you buy like $15 worth of food, but by the time they get it to you, it's $30. Like literally your burger is gonna cost 30. You're like, whoa, whatever it is, $30 for a soup. But see, you got to realize, no, it's the handling of that. Hmm? Oh, 1 second. Mm. Okay, I'll listen. Okay, yes, right. It's the wonderful thing is, to that note, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. When I remove, the ideals, it could be a yes, and actually enjoy that time together, because right now he doesn't know what he's going to be doing over the next 3 months at all, and feeling in that space. But I do know this, because if I may add a psychic part to it, if you decide that, and especially you deciding that in this December time frame, what this is going to bring about is this means for long term. This is a long term connection between Bill and yourself, meaning this is going to be going on for quite some time. He and you, as you say, spending time together, or having the ability to, the wanting and the need to do so. So, I mean, it's a yes, a strong, emphatically yes. The reading suggested that he wants. Okay, now this gets a little tricky. Okay, because to be true, I have to say he does want to spend time. I don't believe but he doesn't want anything to necessarily change. He doesn't believe there needs to be a change in order to spend time with you. Okay. Hmm. Will he compromise? Right. Um. I get the sense that, let's see, divinely guided. Well, can it ever? It can. Okay. It can. Okay. Okay. It will come with its shortcomings, but then we can easily say, hey, what relationship ever is perfect? But it's going to be divine. It'll be transformation over time, and the bond will always keep things strong and intact, but it will be one-sided. I think that's always going to be noted. Is a bit one-sided, but that also can be where it's so intense that you two attract, and there will be these moments where you might find that there's a freshness or renewal to his and your connection that's worth nurturing. So he and you to nurture this connection. So yes, but I would say, I don't know, strong, like a strong connection where he's compromised, and it's noticeable. You're gonna find that it's constant work to get the compromise agreement done. Okay. Yes. Will he want to? Okay, so you say this upcoming Wednesday, correct? Okay, that's the best time because right now we're in the process of seeing everything in detail. So definitely, it's a Wednesday is the most favorable time because we're going to be in the next astrological season, Sagittarius, and that's also when the energy begins to move forward. So if you're going to do it, this is the time to confirm that, sending that out there to the universe. That look, we're going to try to make this happen on Wednesday. So it's a yes if you proceed with it. Absolutely. And it's going to manifest over the course of the second half of December because it's going to be take you to 2025. Girl, ooh, they even let me get it out. They even let me get it out. They let me rock. They let me rock. That's the kind of readings I like. Let me rock. Like I know how to do this, right? So just let me rock. Let me do it. Let me do what I know how to do. Okay. Okay. Oh wow. So I got wow. Look at the duration. People are like spending time just hanging out. Wow. Thank you so much. People are like just hanging out. I don't know where you all come from, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's been a little quiet. So yeah, I gotta actually see. I knew y'all was gonna play with my brain because I was thinking, well, maybe I should just quietly come in and start, like doing my little, which I might do early in the morning, like come in so I can be live. I can also work on my spiritually guided messages to my clients, and then say hi every now and when everybody wants to come in and talk a little bit throughout my day, which is because I'm actually working in the morning from 3 a.m. to 2 p.m. Just answering calls. So I'm like in between all the times when I'm just sitting here, anticipating, okay, well, okay, who's going to be, I'm going to read for next, I could be, doing that. That's 8 hours, that's like 8 hours of like writing to clients and answering calls in between. I mean, you all do it every day. So like, maybe I should do that. hmm I mean, sometimes maybe sometimes or some of you do that. Most of you, I don't know. I don't. Some of you, somebody's out there doing what I'm talking about, and they do it every day. So I think I should do that. It sounds smart, rather as opposed to like sitting here 8 hours working. I go live, yes. Oh, so that this would only work if I'm not focused on a topic. So like now I'm working, I'm kind of focused on a topic. At least that was my intention. uh, we were talking about, oh my gosh, what's his Yoon Suk Yul. I knew, okay, first of all, I knew he, okay, we gotta think of it from his perspective. He's the South Korean president. He knows that there is beef between South Korea, North Korea. Now, in case you don't know, if you because you're not reading the room, let me read it for you. South Korea is America's friend, so they do things together. Like they're the ones who come. Like South Korea invites military, uh, come play basketball with us. That, yeah, right. So so okay, so obviously they're our friends, right? So they run military drills, and so forth together, things like that. Well, anyway, there's tension and have been for such a very like, all right, right, between South Korea and North Korea. So North Korea had been pretty quiet and have not demonstrated much force or powers until now. Putin is doing his deeds, and so much revelation is happening with that one. Oh my gosh. and with some information to back it up. And of course, I already have the thumbnail about it. I've kind of been talking about it, and we're changing the perspectives about what actually goes into what does being a world power actually entail. Clearly it's more than just one's nuclear capabilities, because if that's all you're judging it upon, so because there's other countries who do. Even Ukraine once upon a time had nuclear capabilities, but what they did was 30 years ago, which they just celebrated a 30-year anniversary, was they eliminated their and got and they stopped working doing everything nuclear. So that's very interesting. uh, oh yeah, by the way, just I say this emphatically, Putin does not want a World War III, which I do have the thumbnail already up, so I will be talking about that one as well. And nor does he want to use a nuke at all. And he believes that, and I have stated that the Western mind and American Western minds particularly tend to have this, of course, and then the circuit in the Western world, this obsession about wanting an order, doomsday prophecies like, nuke, nukes, World War III, raising up the beast, all of that. Yeah, so I did a thumbnail. I'm going to talk about that. I think I have like 2 live streams. And he said this out of his own words. So he's like, for some reason, these Americans, they like World War III. And then, of course, the one thing that they're clairvoyant to, I disagree with everything she said, but she makes an interesting point. She says that there's this ideology that is trying to encourage and to push for this incoming World War III. No, when you got the bad guys saying that they don't want something like as evil as like to be raised, that be go down in history, raising up the beast. It must be pretty bad. It must be the true evil. And they're like, they're asking what you all are talking about. So I've been pointing that out metaphysically, both psychically and now absolutely openly, because I'm telling you, people were rushing out. They were trying to get all those coins and all those gems. And I was like, come on out here. They were like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, and action. And then Pussy comes out like, then they start making these correlations like, well, I don't want to push the button on you, neither. And then, well, neither do we. We just wanted to make sure that we all are in agreement. Mhm. So that's what we are dealing with. Wow. And it's going to continue to get better. Wow. I did. Okay. So my goal is to do 1 hour, I believe. So got like 17 minutes. And yeah, I do like actually staying in here a little long. Longer. You know how I can do 3 hours, 4 hours. I've even stayed in 6 hours, and so forth. So, but I've got so many lives to tend to that I'll be fine. Yeah, it's going to get better, and you'll see that there'll be more for me to share with you. Wow, yeah, this live is off to a really great start. Thank you so much for the duration time. And at this rate, I'm well on my way to where I can do more with the channel. Thank you so much. This is a fantastic way of supporting. Just your time alone is invaluable. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, your retention is up so high, in my opinion. Yeah, the retention is looking really nice. So I could actually take this one and then just roll with it. Like, this must be a really interesting live. Definitely we'll put some money behind it. Hmm. We definitely will make sure this one gets the push it needs so that we can quickly get to our goal, meet our goals. So yeah. So yeah. Um, yeah. Can't wait. Yeah. So I did use my works, the money that I consider to be offering, tithe, in the right way. I certainly did. Oh yes, and I also am intending. I knew that if I brought back the reading of the Bhagavad Gita, because the Bhagavad Gita, by the way, on its own is like it's tremendous, like thousands of views and monetized. Now it's not monetized for me, but somebody's monetized it because it's got ads running on it. So because it has ads running on it, um, then that means, for the foremost, that people will, actually, you know, like watch particularly for that one. I think that they like learning, and I like to share. I love sharing. They love learning. You all like to learn. I love to share. So yeah, I will share, as much as I can, as much as possible, and everything that I learned with the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure. Okay, we're three. Okay, we're doing really well, actually. We're doing quite well, everybody. Whoop, wait a minute. Oh, easy there, buddy. Okay. Okay, I make sure that we're good. Okay, I just making sure we're fine. Mm-hmm. Making sure we're good. So I'm logged in three different features. Like I can be pulled into a video chat, which won't affect you all because I got you all on the phone, and so I may have to like silence it if that should ever happen. Uh, Also, the uh, chat, just chatting, I guess, and also we have what are the other ones? We've got video chat. Oh, telephone. That was so natural. Oh, no, people can also message me. So four different ways in which people can have a reading with me. Four different ways. So what that means is I'm learning four different ways. I'm getting a system down where you all can be in sync with me during these times as well, or during these times, but in these channels. So yeah, in any form, I can read for a person. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that is what is going on. And so, okay, so we're looking at the way that what's his name again? Yoon Suk Yul is, he's a little bit, it made him nervous. It put him on like a red alert, you know, so that, if just in case, if Jong Un, you know, makes a move, they'll be ready. They'll be ready. Hmm. He feels that it's kind of like when your nature, your second nature, can feel something in the air, and the overcast is upon you. and you know that it's about whatever it is, it's about the swoop, and have razor sharp claws and just carry you off. Oh boy, you could feel it. You feel it. And so that's what happened. He felt that vibration. It's like, what? Like, and so he enacted his power. It's like, it's this in case we need to, like, how quickly can we get this done? Can we get this done, son? I'm just trying to get this. I know you go cry, I know you're uncomfortable, but can you get the job done, son? And like, obviously, yes, because they're so startled. They took to, the professionals, not just regular people. I mean, professional, like lawyers, the such, and activists, like, and they speak they're very, demo, they sound like democracy under a republic, very conservative. And they're like, this is South Korea. They speak everything that we would say, but in South Korea. And they're like, what is this? They is shocked. Like if you want to ever if you wanted to see what it would be like, other than by like HBO showing you what it would look like, but real people saying a martial law, what it looked like, what it feels like, and the feeling of that is treading on your natural abilities, or natural uh freedoms. Listen to professionals who actually are South Korean and live in South Korea and are working there, etc. Listen to them. You will see yourself in them. Because that is how what they felt, is how you theoretically speak, how you would feel if a martial law is ever enacted. Yeah, it actually happened with them. For yeah. um yeah, it was, there's just a little bit shaken up, a little rattled, because, Kim Jong Un is like really making headway ties. Like, they really are making some uh, like ties with Putin, between Putin and themselves. Oh yes, they're becoming quite quaint. Now this is going to thicken, right? This is like, uh, right now, our president, to run it back home a little bit, our President Trump is, he's about the world. I know that I'm following him very closely. I know that his entrance onto the world stage is by way of this war, particularly. Now this would be Kim Jong Un's Putin, proxy entering into world stage by way of the Russian-Ukraine war. That's how our president, or to be elect, is entering into the world stage. The drama is on its way. Yeah, no, I always say, like, every time that that Trump visits with or has a meeting with Putin, Kim Jong Un is gonna be like on the video call, like, in the next few moments. I'm doing fine. How are you? Did Trump say anything mentioning me or any shape or form in the last meeting? What did he say? What did he say? What did he say about me? No, what did he say about me? so, so I'm gonna be following. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be keeping up with the. I'm gonna be keeping up with the drama and let you all know the news. Oh, 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 boy. Oh boy. Oh, boy. my gosh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Oh wait, hold on. I'm trying to. Oh wait. Oh, calm. Calm. Mm. Calm. Calm. Okay. Mm. Mm. Oh my. Okay. Mm. Okay. Whoo boy. My gosh. Oh. Mm. Dang. I didn't realize that was so funny. I never thought of it that funny. I don't know why it was, what made it more funny, but somehow, yeah, that took a hold of me. I had to fight to gain back control. Mm. Mm. So, um, okay. So what does this mean now? Well, it definitely shows one thing it does do. Now it obviously he is on the world stage. I could in fact I stated that he's actually now he has stepped into a power and yes, China is a power, but China is not going to play the role that people anticipated. No, 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 no. They're like, you're not gonna come over here, and we have things over here, amazing things over here. You know, we're not giving you any excuses to come and knock it all down. So I know that they're a power, but the ones who are the I call it the I believe it's the four quadrant powers, and yeah, Kim Jong Un is one of them. Yep, he's one of them. Putin, Vladimir Putin is one of them. Of course, I believe. Okay, there's. Oh yes, Donald J. Trump that he and First Lady Melania coming in. Okay, and then there's Vladimir Zelensky, of Ukraine, and these are the four cardinals. And then from this, they're acting like four big celestials, and it sort of like because they're acting as powers, quadrant powers. It's causing the other powers to move into any great constellation, depending on now very real people with real thoughts and where their opinions is cheddar. And now unrestricted and relentless, okay, decisions, right? Hmm, very interesting. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. I will keep an eye on it. Don't worry, I've got you. Um, the moment I receive the download, I'll be over here giving you the information. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. So, uh, okay, so I did it. I was here. That hour went by fast. I stated what I needed to share, and thank you so very much. I wanted to try and come in again, and I think it's the Bhagavad Gita. Maybe do the Bhagavad Gita very quickly. It's either that one, yeah, because I want to do Putin's. I have two for Putin, but I want to do them kind of like back to back. And I'm also wanted to do one, I really can't stand Assad. I can't stand him because I don't. The reason why I can't stand him because I don't like what he has done to his people. I don't like what he's doing to his people, and and now that because thank goodness for social media, come to find out they feel the same way. They don't like him. They said they finally can breathe. The little, I guess the some aspect of democracy, where they think we can we can breathe. And there was a woman who said it. They got a woman, and of course, she's in her attire, in her holy attire, and her face is not covered, but just she's just in her holy attire. Her body is covered, but her face, you can see her bright face. And she said finally, can breathe. So, interesting. So, yes, well, I'm so happy that they can spiritually breathe. Hmm. Hmm. Psychically, physically, metaphysically. Yeah, they said the downfall. So things are looking chipper over there. Syria also, they have their thoughts about, well, if they can achieve this, then what I was saying just in my last video, you know, uh, though Russia is powerful, no one is doubting that the nuclear capabilities, but can does it can it's like a person's the great fighters and warriors of the world. They know they can be beaten. There's somebody bigger. Somebody comes along who can take them out, who is just as good and better. And can they be defeated? They can be defeated. They could be defeated, in this instance. But the one thing that, even playing the bad guy, even playing the bad guy, I don't know, Assad is a different kind. Even though Putin has kind of done that, I've noticed, like, way, moving the people around. But the one thing that I agree with Putin is that, yes, he does not want to be the one who fulfills any of the doomsday prophecy theology stuff. Which I have a thumbnail already made up for that one. Yes, I got to do that one, which I will. So with that, I'm going to close this one out and say thank you so much for coming in and visiting, and we'll talk again in a little bit. I'll be right back. I think I'm going to do the Bhagavad Gita next.